Hi everyone, this is Alma coming to you from Long Beach, California. Today is Sunday, January 2nd of the year 2022, and this is my 73rd FlossTube. So Happy New Year, first and foremost. Happy New Year to each and every one of you. I hope that you all enjoy the festivities and the holidays, and you feel energized and hopeful for the new year. We had a pretty low-key holiday season. I had classes, so we couldn't really have too much time, or too much time off, I should say. But we still made the time to make sure that we spent the holidays with our families. So, and as always, I want to thank you all for your support as well. Thank you for coming back and checking in on me every time I post a video. This also marks, the new year always marks my FlossTube anniversary as well. This is 2 years. It's now 2 years since I joined or started making videos, which feels incredible. I feel like it's just been a lot longer than that. I feel like I've always been part of the community, so it's weird to think that it's only been 2 years. So thank you all for your support, and yeah, I hope to continue to be with you all for many more years to come. So as I mentioned, I have had winter session classes, so I haven't had too much time to stitch. I'll try to show you the things I've worked on since my last FlossTube update. I did upload my whip parade, but I didn't specify what I worked on during the week. So I tried picking out the ones that I have worked on. I haven't worked on too many, but I'll just stop talking, actually show you, okay? Okay. First and foremost is my focus piece for the Daily 30 group, the Daily 30 challenge. They took a break in December, but they took a break. They only had a monthly event in December. The actual weekly Daily 30 challenges took a break for December. So now we're back in January. So I'm back to stitching on my Change of Seasons 2 from Mystic Stitch. And I'm trying to stitch this like on whatever season we're on. So right now I'm working on the winter section. And I'm hoping to be able to at least continue, because I'm working on this edge right here. I'm hoping to continue going down towards the spring section, so that by the time March comes around, I can go ahead and just stitch on this. And again, that'll also just give me the opportunity to have summer all set and ready to go. So, haven't worked on it too much. Again, so not that much progress to show. I average about 100 stitches for those daily 30 minutes, I should say. It's daily 30 minutes. So it's 30 minutes for at least 5 days a week. This is right. Yeah, this is right. Right. So for the most part, I've been doing this section right here. I previously worked on this section. So when I picked it up again, I decided to just go ahead and make sure that I filled in most, if not all, of the missing stitches over here. So the idea is to keep working on the color that I'm working on right now and continue my way down, and that same color is also going to just be used all over the section. So at that point I'll go ahead and change colors and keep going with the darker ones. Just, it looks like a bunch of confetti right now. Obviously these dark brown tones right here are the branches, the tree branches. So I may just do more of those so that I can have a little bit more shape to this. Because yeah, it just looks like an awful mess right now. So that's that. And again, average about 500 stitches a week. Sometimes more, because even though it's only 5 days a week that we need to do the challenge, I keep going. I still want to keep going on it. The next one that I want to show you is one of my other focus pieces for the year. This is Ketner Designs Mini Midnight Stroll by Julie Fain. I just call her my Fain fairy for short. And you know, if you've been with me since last year, I think is when I started it. No, it was no new starts. So previously, I started this in May, I guess May 2020. You know, you've seen her because she's one of my most frequent stitches. And this is what I have so far. I had hopes of reaching 50% by the end of the year. Right now I'm sitting at 49.62%. So I'm calling it good. It's a success. It's one of the pieces that I want to finish, or at least attempt to finish this year. Sorry, I don't know if it's thread or something, but something just brushed against me, and it's anyway. For the most part, I've just been working on this large section right here. So I was focusing on all that black and 939, which I also filled in this section right here with it as well. I still have more of the black and the 939 to go down here, but once I do that, I'll go ahead and move on to another color, move on to one of the purples, so I can start filling in the bottom. So the idea is to, I think the halfway point, the halfway mark of the whip is literally like up here. So I've just made it. So I'd like to go ahead and do like this bottom half first, move on to the edge of the other edge of the pattern, which I kind of started over here as well. And then just move up. So we'll see how it goes. This is I joined the actual Daily 30 year-long challenge, where you have to declare 3 whips, which are going to be your focus pieces for the entirety of the year, unless you finish one, of course. At that point, you can declare another. This is one of them. The other 2 are my Reader's Paradise and the Darth Vader piece by Mandarin's Designs. I figured I wanted to have a little bit of variety. So one whip that's technically close to being finished. Darth Vader gets stitched up pretty quickly. This is halfway, literally halfway done, halfway to being done. Words. And then, oh wait, no, not Reader's Paradise. Eternal Promise. Eternal Promise is the other one. But still, that's also like, I think I'm at 1% for that one. So again, 3 whips all in different stages. So I think that's gonna give me a good variety, so I can, in theory, have, you know, consistently be able to finish something and, you know, switching it out with something else. Okay. And then, you know, the No New Starts challenge officially ended at the end of December. At the middle of December. I think December 12th or 13th was the official end date. So at that point, we were allowed to start stuff, which I did. I did start a couple of things, and this was the first one that I started. This is Chopper so on the PDF it says Red Max, however the Etsy shop that I got it from is something different. So I'll go ahead and link it down below regardless. This is Chopper. He's one of the characters in the anime One Piece. It's one of the longest running animes in history. They just celebrated their 1000th episode, which usually covers like 2 or 3 like chapters of the manga. So, well, maybe a little bit less now because they're trying to flush it out, because they're getting closer and closer to catching up with the manga. So maybe now it's like more like 1.5, maybe 2. Point being is, this is one of the main characters. He's one of my favorite characters. I think he's super adorable and I loved this pattern. Like, I love the expression. The one thing I'm gonna do is I'm gonna change out the skin tones for his fur. The colors in the anime are a little bit darker, a little bit more brown. This has more like yellowish tones to it. So I'm gonna switch it out for more brownish tones. But I made a small start on it. I have one eye. That was my start, just a little eye. But I feel like this is gonna stitch pretty quickly. You know, it's a lot of block stitching, so I'll just have to outline. So here's my black floss. I just have to outline the individual objects, like the hat or what have you, and then that's it. I just go ahead and fill in. So if I dedicate the time to it, it shouldn't take too long. But I was happy to start with this one. You know, me and my boyfriend love that anime, so I wanted to have something to add to the World of Warcraft piece that we have over there, and the Horde flag that I have yet to frame and hang up. So that was one. And that was started on the 26th of December. The day after, I decided to start yet another piece. And I blame this on Jessie from Jessie Marie Does Stuff. You'll see why in a second. This is the pattern that I chose to start, and it was a gift from Tess from Tess Stitches. She was kind enough to RAK some patterns to me from Hade, which is random act of kindness. You buy a pattern, but then instead of downloading it for yourself, you transfer the download to another account. So this is one of the ones that she got for me. This is Let's Go for a Swim by Jeremiah Ketner. So if you follow Jessie Marie Does Stuff, then you'll know that I'm pretty sure it was last year, she finished one of Ketner's pieces. She worked on it for quite some time, and I absolutely fell in love with his style. I fell in love with the pattern, and I decided that I wanted to do one for myself. So I started this on the 27th. I started the day after I started Chopper, and I put in about 300 stitches. So small start. You can't actually even tell, you know, because lighting is doing wonderful things right now. But that's black and 154. It's the really dark purple, which is why it's hard to see, it's hard to tell. But yeah, that was my start for it, and I hope to keep going with this. The way I'd like to stitch my pieces this year, if you've watched my previous videos, is I want to stitch them until I hit like a 5% mark. So for this one, since I just started it, it's like point something percent right now. I would keep going on this regularly until I hit 5%, and then I'll move on to another piece. So hopefully that'll work for me. If it doesn't, I'll just adapt, maybe do 1% or 2%, depending on the size of the pattern. So I worked on that for a little bit, and then once the new year came around, I had a new year, new start that I've been planning on for I wasn't planning on it, but I've been looking at the pattern for a long time. This is Medusa from Unconventional Cross Stitch, and I just think she's gorgeous. Let's just zoom in on her, shall we? So that we can get her a little bit nice and big. I think she's stunning. I thought this was a super cool pattern. The premise of the website Unconventional Cross Stitch is they have a lot of more gothic style patterns. So, you know, you're not gonna see fairies and, and princesses there. You're going to see Medusa, and you're going to see all sorts of incredible creatures on there. So after looking at the pattern for years, I decided to just go ahead and buy it. They had their annual sale for Black Friday, so I decided, okay, go ahead and buy it. And apparently it is a style. After I showed this piece on one of my previous videos, Hannah Dowling here on FlossTube, she let me know that a few people were actually getting ready to start her on the new year. So the hashtag is unconventional unconventional Medusa style. And I put in 300 stitches on her. That was my start, 300 stitches. It might not look like much, but there it is. I do want to keep going on her this week again until I hit the 5% mark. But Magical Stitches is doing things a little bit differently this year. They're trying to be a little bit more laid back. I should say, we are trying to be a little bit more laid back. So for the weekly tasks in January, we didn't set a stitch count. We just said stitch as much as you want. Here's your prompt. So for week 1, it's your newest whip. So you could either start a new whip or just stitch on whatever was the most recent project that you started. I think one of the weeks we have to work on our most colorful one, so the one that has the most colors in it. And just I can't remember them off the top of my head right now, but every week just has a topic, and we just let them stitch as much as they want or as little as they want, and set their own goals. So I want to keep going on her for this week, so I can keep going with that prompt. But that's been pretty much all I've been working on the last couple of weeks. Most of my stitching went to this one. I think I had like as of a couple of weeks ago, I had like 2,000 stitches before I hit the halfway mark, and I'm practically there already. So that goes to show how much I've been working on it. It's easy stitching. If my boyfriend's playing video games, I want to keep him company. It was nice block stitching that I could do while watching TV with him. And the same thing will be for the chopper piece. It'll just be one of those things that once I get the outline done, which is how I want to do this piece, I want to get all the black stitching done, all the outlining done. Once I do that, I can go ahead and just fill in the colors. So it should be easy stitching, easy, quick stitching. And yeah, I don't know how much I'm gonna get done this week. We are starting I'm starting the second class that I signed up for. I signed up for a physics course, and now I have to do Calc 2, the math course. So that starts up this Tuesday. So again, my free time, whatever little I had, is going to be even less. So I don't know how much I'm gonna get done this week. And that's, I figured that was going to be the thing for this year. It's just, I'm just gonna stitch as much as I can and not stress about goals this year. I do have a couple of whips that I'd like to get finished, so I'll make those a priority. But other than that, I'll just go with the flow. One thing that I did want to mention was that so this year I will be turning 30. Believe it or not, I'll be turning 30. So what I wanted to do, and what I've started doing, is I want to do 30,000 stitches by the time I turn 30. So hashtag 30 by 30. You're welcome to join with, if you feel comfortable, you're welcome to join with your own hashtag. You're welcome to join me on mine and try to reach 30,000 stitches by July 13th. You're also, if 1,000, if multiplying, insert your age here, by 1,000, you're welcome to multiply by 100 if that seems more manageable. Either way, I figured that's how I wanted to, mark the milestone, I suppose. So just wanted to throw that out there. And yeah, again, thank you all for your wonderful comments on my whip parade. I'm slowly but surely going through them. So I just wanted to say thank you for all your support again. Oh, speaking of whip parades, so it's whip parade season. A lot of people did post their whip parades at the end of December. However, one of my favorite FlossTubers, one of the most amazing people I've seen here on FlossTube, Kim Holland back. She's been away for a few months. She hasn't posted, any videos in quite some time, but she posted her whip parade. She has made the video unlisted, so you can only watch it if you have the link. So it's not public, it's not for everybody to see. However, she has given me permission. She's given me the green light to go ahead and share the link here in my description box. I 100% encourage you guys to check her out. She's got some amazing pieces, some amazing full coverage pieces as well. So go ahead and give her some love. And Zakia, Lady Wing Designs, also posted a video after being away for a little bit. So it's been great. New year, already it's looking good. So yes, I'll go ahead and link them below so you can check them out. As always, anything that you saw here, I'll post the links down below as well. If you have any questions, feel free to leave a comment. Otherwise, as always, I hope you have a relaxing weekend, a productive week, and you always find the time to do the thing that makes you happy. Until next time, bye.